And off we go from Las Vegas. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good start. One play, 10 yards. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Now the first carry here for their running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Herbert. To the sideline and incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Herbert. That is caught. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
Progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Herbert throwing again. Flush to his right. And off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They're such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. outside. Great confidence, great skill.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Herbert. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A great effort there. That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Chargers are on the board first here in Vegas. And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. Smith. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's swung out wide to Harris. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now it's Herbert. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Evans. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. To the air again, Herbert. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
He completes it to Evans. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Wanted a little extra space.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They snap it to Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Herbert now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
2nd and 10. Again, Herbert. That's complete. It's not McConkey. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Again, he'll drop to 3.
Like, I'm right there, bro. This nigga is ass.
So 5 yards here. 5
Oh,
on the
fuck,
play.
yeah.
And that'll make it 2nd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to work it here at the 8-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw. Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. George Kittle, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
That's the score. Chargers 14, Raiders nothing.
Oh, we got.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Motion man is Schwartz. Out of the gun, Smith. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
The slot man in motion right. Throwing is Smith. Buying time to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Motion man is Schwartz. From the 50, it's Smith. Escaping the pressure right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. And now Smith going to change the play. Throwing now is Geno. Forced out to his left. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A gain of 32 that time. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Throwing again is Smith. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Carlson able to put this one through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith, flushed out right. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on him. But instead, led him too far, incomplete.
From the gun, here's Smith. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. Here's Smith. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter. Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan. Motion man is Schwartz. Now Geno. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Joey Bosa able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Geno now to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Khalil Mack in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw, Smith. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game
that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Smith will stay out there. The offense is going to go here on fourth down. Thielen going to go in motion right. On fourth down, Smith. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Henley. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Justin Jefferson. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Flexing his muscle at the 30. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here we go on 4th. Smith.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 15.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard.
Again, Smith. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
That is caught. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 23.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Smith.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To the air again, Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Smith now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. Touchdown, Raiders! Michael Mayer, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Connects with Kittle underneath. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back to throw here, Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Chargers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point try now from Dicker. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Next to score, Chargers 28, Raiders 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. To throw is Smith. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Khalil Mack in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Here's Smith. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. That's to the left side where he's got Bowers. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Smith. Here's Tucker, complete on the right side. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Smith to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And this is going to be taken in by the Chargers, and it appears they're going to win this football game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Flushed out right. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is caught inside the 5. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
And if it wasn't over before, it is now. Looking for that one final 1st down. They got it and then some. And if they play things right from here on out, that should just about assure them a victory.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now it's Herbert. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation.